Welcome, bow betters. Welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke. Welcome, people. Let's see if I am live. Hope you are all doing well. Welcome, bow betters. I don't see that we're streaming at this moment. It seems like we are live. We are live. Welcome, bow betters. I'm in YouTube here, and I should be able to see if I am indeed live, and I don't. Folks, I'm looking here. Let's go to the live here. Yeah. We there we go. There we go. We're here on the YouTube page. Guys, on the YouTube page. Let's see. I got nobody. Let me pop out the chat here. Oh wait, let me hit this transition here. There's a little delay. No one's in the chat. Let me pop out the chat. Hope you are all doing well. Welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke. My channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. All right, I am getting some sound here. I'm hearing it, so sorry to take the camera off me. I'm always doing something wrong here. Always doing something. Test. Okay, that was boom. Yeah, welcome, bow betters. Welcome. What's up, baby? Joey, can you hear me, buddy? I don't have any comms here. I can't tell if I got sound. I think I had sound. I'm pretty certain I did. Joey, we should have tried to have gotten you in the FaceTime, possibly. So there's the chat. There's the what's up, baby. All right, Joey, you can hear me. Awesome, sweet. This webcast is sponsored by Monaco. The UFC sponsors Monaco, and I sponsor Monaco. Am I allowed to say stuff like that? I don't even know. But welcome, bow betters. How does the stream look? It is what it is, I guess. You can see the chat there. That's pretty cool. Let me pop out the chat. Actually, let's see. Does it show when I pop out the chat? Does it show it as the primary? Can you see that? No, gotta learn how to do that. Let me see if I can do that right now. Bear with me, guys. We're gonna. Let's see if this works. If I could do this. If I could do this. Ba-dum. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Check this out. Just learning something new here. Boom. Ooh, boom. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Show that. And let's take YouTube off. And now I got the YouTube chat, right? So you can see what you guys are writing in the chat right there. Nice and big. How does that look, Joey? You dig that? Just learn how to do that. Just did that. Let's see. How's that? Check that out. Now when you're participating and you're on the chat, you're right there in the chat with me, right? What does it say there? Remember? No. Joey's pick is in. Joey's picks. People have to put. Let's discuss Joey's pick. Hold on. Let me add add that as well. That image. Let me see. Image. Don't leave, Joey. Let's see if we could get Joey's pick in. Right. Let's see if I could find your symbol, Joey. I could find it. Okay. Um, Sorry to be quiet there. I'm trying to find something here. Boom. We're gonna find it there. Bam. We'll close out the chat. Transition. Damn, check that out, Joey. Look at that, Joey. Joey's pick's in. Joey's pick is in. What's Joey's pick today? What's Joey's pick? Let me show the chat or minimize. Oh no, let me lock in Joey's pick, and then the chat. We'll put the chat over me real quick. Right here, we're on Joey's pick. Oh, no, wait, yeah. We'll do it that way. Why not? All right, Joey's pick's in. What's Joey's pick? Well, you got here. You can put it on record, Joey. Joey's pick. You see the graphic there? Joey's pick. What's Joey's pick going to be? Actually, I should switch it around. Right? Ooh. Ooh. Come on, what's Joey's pick? Put it in there. Who's got? He's got the dog food. Um. What did Joey put there? There we go. Joey's pick. That looks better, guys. Chippy. The dog food. It's not quite a dog. It's sort of like an even money play at this point, right? It's not quite a dog play, but it's still a good play, right? I was going to discuss that later in this. It seems like the guy that the Frenchman that Chip is fighting, and that guy is here. Here we go. Let's go to that fight right there. Alan Curtis Part 2. Where's it at? Where's that? Where's Chepe's fight? Oh, there he goes. Morgan Let me see if I can pronounce this. Morgan Charrier. The Last Pirate versus Chepe Machine Gun Mariscal. Yeah, I'm with their welcome, bow betters. Welcome, Brian. Welcome. Yeah, I already threw some money on Chepe. That line, he isn't a big dog at all. DraftKings has him right now as still a dog, but not by much. It's basically like even money. Actually, no, he's back up to dog food at plus 102. Charrier, I guess. I mean, if you look at this guy, right? If you look at this guy here, um, you know, he is a knockout artist, right? Most of his victories have been Charrier have been by knockout, and I believe early, right? He knocked out in his at Nagano. I guess he was in Cyril Gane, and then his other fights in his career. He's just a knockout artist, so he's got great striking. But Chep is training over there uh, with oh my god, yeah, my mind is slipping me here. Um, Training with our guy Justin Gaethje, right? And if you're going to be Justin Gaethje's training partner, you're going to be able to take punches. I mean, he's going to be a Homer Simpson type fighter as well, and he is. I mean, he's not particularly highly skilled. It's just that he's so fucking tough. And then when you're in there training, I couldn't imagine training and being a training partner of Justin Gaethje. It's like being a training partner of like Khamzat Chimaev. He's another person that it would just, other person that trains with them that's also badass is oh shit, this guy, it's escaping me, who beat Chito Vera, Sanhagen. Just training with those guys is just got to be insane. Not just talking about the high level of skills, but also just the pace that they could put on you, the power that they have. I mean, Gaethje's got some serious leg kicks, some serious power in his kicks. Sanhagen, you'd think that he can't drop you, that he doesn't have power, and that's a misnomer. I mean, he beats the living shit out of most people, but he also has power. And to work being in the same environment of those two guys that are championship caliber, and to be sort of unranked and you're sort of like their punching bag. I mean, I gotta imagine that to uh, he's going to be able to weather the storm here, right? I think Joey's pick is a solid pick there. He's going to be able to weather the storm and uh, he's and just cover that line. He's going to be able to fight for your money. Joey says he goes for the KO gases. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree. I think this Morgan Charrier is not going to be able to stop Chippett, and Chippett is just going to keep on coming. At that line, guys, I think it's well worth the bet. I actually already have a half a unit. I might double down on that and make it a full unit. I have another bet which I placed guys on my shorts. So check, keep up on the channel, like and subscribe. This fun to be here with you guys this afternoon. But yeah, I was going to mention that as a pick later on, Joey. I'm glad you put it as Joey's pick. I have to agree with you 1,000%. This guy Morgan Charrier, he's 19-9. Chip is not fantastic either at 15-6, but he's a little younger. They both have the same accuracy. Chip, it does absorb a little bit more at 3.95%. But I gotta imagine that he's gonna weather the storm, but the striking defense on Chip isn't so good either. But the other thing that Chip has on this guy is the wrestling, right? He actually does wrestle. He averages 3 takedowns a fight. Doesn't have great accuracy, but he has 100% takedown defense. So I think this is good. Wherever this takes place, wherever it's at, I think Chepe is going to run away with this. I don't think this is a coming out party for Morgan Charrier. Charrier. I think this is more of a coming out party for Chepe Mariscal. And if he, has a strong finish here, I think he's going to get a better spot on a card someplace. I just imagine his style of fighting is just, it's very appealing. And this is going to be fireworks. If it does go past the first round, I think Chepe could take over. I think he could finish this guy Charrier and hand him a loss. I didn't look at the other spots, but Brian's pick is in. Oh, Brian says he's on Rodriguez in the girls' fight this week. Let me look at that here. Might as well go to that right now. But Joey's pick officially is in, folks. And I agree with him. I'm going to back him on that, and I'm going to follow and tail him. Chepe Mariscal, I think he can get the finish. I think this is a big possible come-out party for him where he can finish this guy and really just introduce himself and get more out there. Because he did. I mean, he beat Trevor Peek, who's on this card right now as a dog, right? He's on this card as a dog, and it has a strong chance of winning. He's another live dog here. But I think Chip is more than a live dog. I don't know why he isn't the favorite in this particular bout, considering that who his training partner is and that he has a win over a better opponent in the UFC than this guy, the Frenchman here, Morgan Charrier. I'm sorry butchering his name, but the last pirate. So we're on there. Brian's picky saying on Rodriguez in the girls' fight this week. Let's see what that fight is. And we'll discuss it here briefly. He's not taking. Piera Rodriguez versus Cynthia Calvillo. Man, it's hard to back Calvillo here, man. with 4 straight losses, although they're all to like top level competition. You know, Piera Rodriguez lost to my girl Jillian Robinson last time out. So I have to make a little stencil for Brian's pick. I have to make a little yeah, a little something something for Brian's pick, right? Let me hop out the chat here. You know, Brian's pick is in. It's Rodriguez. How do the guys, when you guys are watching this, how do the UFC, how does that screen come out? Can you guys let me know in the chat here? Oh, where's the chat at? There it is. Brian's pick. Yeah, let me know how this looks if you're able to read that stuff. Yeah, you know, you know, it's tough because Calvillo has only lost to like top fighters. So, and it's just tough to go with um, Calvillo, who has a ton of more experience, right? Just a lot more experience than Rodriguez. But that's where's that? Yeah, yeah, she's a favorite. Piera Rodriguez is a minus 130 favorite. Cynthia Calvillo is plus 110. So there has been a little traction on Calvillo here. Like she was a bigger underdog actually a few days ago. Yeah, I'm not at that price. I just can't back Piera Rodriguez because Calvillo does have, you know, that wrestling advantage. Let's see how. I think it was, of course, it was the wrestling that Jillian Robinson used in her submission victory, right, to against Rodriguez, right? So let's see what that in that fight. Jillian Robinson was 2 of 3 takedowns, 66 percentage, with a total control time of 6 minutes and 23 seconds. That's over a round with the submission. I might have to go against you this one, Brian. At the price, I think it's dog or pass here. Uh, Cynthia Calvillo is by far a stronger wrestler, right? She her let's see where her her takedown averages. She averages 2 takedowns a fight. And Rodriguez actually averages more, right? The takedown defense 66 for Rodriguez, 77%, and for Calvillo, they're both their takedown accuracy is just abysmal at 41%. But you know, look who's Calvillo has lost to: Godinez, Nunes, Lee, dude, Andrade, Seminero. She's coming off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight losses, where this other girl has, you know, has won 3 of her past 4 for Rodriguez. So I'm going to stay away. I just don't like that minus 130. Is that what I said it was for her? They have the over 2.5 at minus 375. I would have thought so too. Like the decision, Piera Rodriguez by decision. So you can see what I'm looking at, folks. Um, Piera Rodriguez by decision. Can you see those stats, guys? I'm curious to know how clear did I how well you could see those things, right? I'm just very curious. Where's that? Where's the chat? There's the chat. Oh wow, Joey's saying that Idaho murder court case is live is live on stream. I guess is it on now? That's interesting. But yeah, Brian. I don't think Calvillo. Like I don't think she's a big submission threat at plus 800. Rodriguez submission is even worse at plus 1800. Ah, man, this is real. Brian, you put me in a tough spot here. But for me, it's sort of a no go, man. At minus 130, Piera Rodriguez. Calvillo's, I think, just is going to find a way out, but a way to victory is by wrestling. And I think this is going to be go to the distance. It's just going to be a very close fight. very dirty fight, and whoever is better on the feet, which I think Piero Rodriguez is just a little faster on the feet, may have a little better striking than Calvillo. Statistically, it's not there, right? Calvillo, though, here's a big difference. A big difference is Calvillo absorbs 4.12 strikes per minute, where Piero Rodriguez is at 3. Cynthia Calvillo has a little bit better striking defense. Again, I think it's dog or pass. I think that both these ladies is just not that high level. I think if anything, maybe the Calvillo on the money line, and that Calvillo by decision at plus 180. But I'm not too confident. I don't think I'll go to the well on this one, guys. I think I would stay out of this and just invest more into Joey's pick, or another pick that I have in here. Is what I would suggest. I would not go with Brack Bryan on this one. I just can't do it at minus 130. Bryan, I think it's just too expensive. I'm repeating myself. Don't need to go there. But yeah, I'm not there, guys. I'm not there. I think that there's better spots here for your money than Piero Rodriguez and even Cynthia Calvillo. Although Cynthia Calvillo being a big loser, I mean, like, how can you back Cynthia Calvillo after being like losing? Did I say that correctly? 4? No, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. How is she still in the UFC, man? She's losing 5 of her last bouts. Man, does she have a significant win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She beat Jessica Eye. That's not very big. She had a draw with Morena Rodriguez. That's pretty decent. She beat Courtney Casey. I don't think that's anything to, she lost it to Carla Esparza. I mean, she beat Joanne Wood. I mean, she beat Amanda Cooper. Not really like big victories. But man, I'm really surprised she's still in the UFC here, guys. I'm very surprised. But I can't back her. I'm not going to do it. Oh, he's going to sprinkle the Rodriguez KO. Her by KO. Hey, Bryan, I think that's a good spot. I think that at plus 550, and that's what we have here, plus 550. Yeah, plus 550. That play, Rodriguez, a little like lottery ticket money, $20 or something. At plus 550. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Plus 550 for a little chase, little dinner money, little lunch money on there. I think I could support that. I like that bet better than Rodriguez on the money line, because I don't think there's any value there, and they're better spots. But if you're taking her on a prop as a KO, that's Bryan's pick, folks. Bryan, I have to make you an icon. We got to figure out like a design for you, so that when you put your pick in the chat, I'll put your icon up, or your logo up, just like Joey. So welcome about Bryan. I like that one, actually. My sponsor. Watch check. We got the Orient again. You barely could see it, guys. Put a little light on me. Put a light on me. Put a little light on me. Yeah, so put another strap on it. I cannot tell you how important, if you're a watch person, or even if you have just one watch, even if you have one watch. Now I have, unfortunately, I have 4 different straps for this watch, because it doesn't take the quick release straps that I have for my other watches that I have a 20 millimeter lug that have the same lug as this, right? So I have a bunch of straps that match my shoes. That's the color of the shoes. See, strap matches the shoes, right? Is what I try to do. Match shoes, match the belt. Right, match the belt. Oh, match. Oh my God, he's giving fashion tips. I'm actually not giving fashion tips. Actually, I guess I am. But yeah, so this one watch doesn't like the quick release thing, so I have a various straps, and I bought this one, this color here, because it does match the Orient blue. Nice casual, great feeling watch. Love that when I move like this, I can feel the mechanism. I love that about this watch. And then I also love how when I wind it up, the tactile little clicks that it has. And earlier today, it has that open heart feature, which means that you can actually see the, it's just not an exhibition case back. It has the exhibition case back, of course, so you can see the back, but you could also see the movement in the front of the watch, right? And sometimes I just like get lost trying to figure out what's happening in there, what's sort of occurring in there. So about the bout better want to hear the Josh lock. Oh, I don't know where Josh. I have to text him. I have to figure it out. Last week he was with Nate the Train. We were with Nate the Train. He texted me back. Josh was on Nate the Train with me. We knew he was going to fight for our money and that he was a badass dude. Nate the Train is a bad dude, man. He's not particularly great. He's not like fantastic. You see his style of fight. He's a bleed. He's gonna fight for your money. He's a he can die out there. He will die out there. I'll let him know, fans. Excuse me, guys. I'm texting Josh here. Yeah. So last week he was on Nate the Train as well as I. We're only 50-50 in our bets. Last week, but still, what did I do? I ended up making like $30. Which is better than nothing. I mean, you know, I was 50-50 on the public betting or the bets that I put out there, but I made money because I was on Nate the Train, but then I lost a little here and there on various other prop bets here and there, $50 here, $40 here. So like what profit there would have been, I ended up like losing most of it to have a profitable day of $30, but we're still down like $370 for the year. So not doing too well. That's nothing to write home about. Um, Once Josh has his pick in, we'll get there. But this UFC fight night with Alan, does any like on the lower end of the card, right? On the lower end of the card or the opening part of the card, I'm not willing other than Chippe right there. I'm not. Oh, wait. I no, that's not on the lower part of the card. I don't have any reads, and I haven't done any research on this fight between Melissa Mullins. No, but he's at Hubbard's Cave right now, so he's going to get some beer. Uh, yeah, I'm not familiar with Dylan Budka. I probably am. Cesar Amila just doesn't ring a nail. Dan Argueta versus John Matsumoto. Again, nothing there for me. Victor Hugo, Pedro Falco, nothing there to me. But then when we get to this bout between Norma Dumont, man, do I like me some Norma Dumont, man. She pushes all the right buttons for me. The skin. The only thing I don't like, and I know some people would disagree with me, are the tattoos. Like, oh girl, why did you put so many tattoos on you? It's such beautiful skin. I'm certain the tattoo artist loved putting a tattoo on her. Big thighs, great hamstring, legs for days, juicy woman, and a badass. Like Norma Dumont is a tough woman. But that being said, and even though she's much older, right, by 6 years, like Norma Jane Durandame is a highly underrated female fighter. Like I forget how long she was a world championship kickboxer, right? And she's been gone and fights. I get it. Like her headspace, whatever her headspace is, I don't know in particular what her thing is. She had the interim championship. She's beat champions. She's in her career. Drain Durandame has defeated people like Holly Holm. She beat Juliana Pena, who was a champion. She beat the current champion Raquel Pennington, right, in a decision. She beat Holly Holm in a decision, which was very close. Uh, who else? She lost to Amanda Nunes twice, right? So she lost to Julia Budd. That's not a good look, right? But she's faced only one, two, three, four, five previous champions in her career. And I know Norma Dumont is championship caliber, right? She is championship caliber, but she's not a jiu-jitsu or a wrestler. Germaine de Randamie has problems with wrestlers, and even against Juliana Pena, she took those takedowns and actually subbed Juliana Pena, right? So, taking a look at that, Germaine de Randamie was more accurate on the strikes. Juliana Pena had more strikes, more takedowns, but Germaine de Randamie ended up submitting her because Germaine de Randamie can crack. It's not like she has like a ton of finishes in her career, you know. But actually, that's not true. Look at, she knocked out Alan Amos, Larissa Pacheco, Weber. I don't know how much of a nail my girl here, Norma Dumont, can be. Right? She is the hammer. Can she get that fight with Cara Rosa decision, and a decision to Macy Chiasson, which she lost. She beat Aspen Ladd. Man, yeah, I think this goes to a decision, and I think it's going to be a kickboxing match for the most part. And if that's the case, I gotta back the perennial kickboxing champion in the Iron Lady, Germaine de Randamie. Right, I gotta back Germaine de Randamie, without a doubt. That's my pick, and you're getting. I got it a little bit better. It's still at dog money, guys. Germaine de Randamie is my pick, and that's my main play. I put a unit down already, and I put a unit down at plus 150. It's now plus 120. So I think a lot of people are looking at the stats, looking at this, and I put it out on a short, so maybe it got out there on the internet. No, I'm just joking. As Brian said, the Bout Better effect took place, so her number has changed, right? Yeah, I forget to do that. Guys, I forget to do that. Yeah. Yeah, so Norma Dumont, Germaine de Randamie, at plus 120. Dumont KO plus 1,800. De Randamie KO plus 400. Yeah, I like that 4 plus. I'm not going to bet the plus 400. I think Germaine de Randamie could get a KO here. Dumont hasn't lost by KO, but if the right Germaine de Randamie, the woman in the correct headspace, comes in this weekend's fight, I think she wins easily. I think she runs away with this. I don't think it's going to be even close. I'm hoping it's not. That's the case, right? I'm betting that is the case, right? I'm betting that's the case. What are you doing, Rio? I'm betting that's the case. I just think that the superior kickboxer here, the superior kickboxer, and Vegas is sort of agreeing with me when it comes to that stat, right? In the prop bets. Even by this, Norma Dumont is favored to win by decision. They expect us to go to decision at minus 110, and Germaine de Randamie is plus 275. Time for a beer break, folks. Beer break. What are you doing there, Rio? You want to get on the camera, Rio? Oh, buddy? You want to get on the camera? You want to get on the camera? So, folks, remember to please like and subscribe. If you made it this far, you are about better. I appreciate having any of you and all of you in the stream and in the chat. Yeah, I think Josh is having too many beers. He's not intelligible, or I'm not able to reach him. So, but yeah, keep participating. Share, like, subscribe. Yeah, Randamie by decision is plus 275. Yeah, I like just the money line here, guys. Just on the money line. I wish that Durain Maname to win by TKO was in that plus 550 range, plus 600, and maybe I would chase it. People would say, well, what's the big difference between the plus 400 and the plus 600? Yeah, it's just that to put something significant on that plus 400 number. Yeah, I know Joey does it. It's a big play. For why am I going? It's already at plus money. Why am I going to take that risk on a prop bet when I'm already got plus 120 even currently, right? I'd rather almost double down on the money line or maybe go stronger. Like right now I got like I think 50 or $60 to play with still. I think I might double down still just on Drain Demandame on the money line and Chepe. And I think those are going to be my two main bets uh, for this play and bet what I have as a bankroll for this whole event on both of them, which is going to be $300. Right, that's what I'm starting with, $300 as bankroll with that, and split it down the middle. Actually, I'll go a little stronger on Jermaine Durandamy. I think she I think I'm pretty confident in Chepe too. I just think both of them are going to fight their money. The only thing I'm afraid of Jermaine Durandame is how she's going to. She's almost always has one foot out the door, right? She's a police officer. She's been gone because she's had a kid. So, but she's very cerebral, very smart, physically gifted. Like she is. The Iron Lady is a tough woman. Great kickboxing skills. Dumont's, of course, more active, more lovely, just a beautiful, beautiful woman. Uh, Tough as nails, like tough as hell. But I think Durandame is just going to have the better technique. Not necessarily the skill, but the better defense. She's going to make better in fight reads. I don't know what shape she's going to come in after having a kid, right? If she slowed down at all. I mean, Amanda Nunes didn't slow down, but actually wasn't the one that had the kid though, unfortunately. But some of Pena didn't slow down. I think a lot of these women that are moms come, they have the kid, they get back in the gym and recover and have strong showings and recover physically and are still dominant, excellent fighters. And I think someone of the pedigree of Jeraine Durandame is going to be the same, and that's going to be my main play for this event is Jeraine Durandame as a dog, and I would take her as even a slight favorite. I would even take her if she was the favorite at minus 110, minus 120. And in this bout, where is she at? In the main Norma Dumont minus 142. No, I wouldn't take Jeraine Durandame at minus 142, but I think the number should be flipped here. I think Jeraine Durandame, and I know it's just because of the recency bias or because she hasn't fought recently. More people are going to favor Dumont, and Dumont just having she's on a winning streak here. But you look at the strength of schedule here, just got to go with Jeraine Durandame all day, and I did. So that is Bout Better's pick of the week here. Not the lock of the week, but it's my pick of the week. Did I show you guys the Beskar, the Mandalorian Beskar silver bars? Nice engineering on these things. Nice. I love that the lines all match up. The laser engraving here, is done like in 3D or something. They had to like spin it. This thing had to be rotated, probably on a special laser engraver to get this there. So Josh hasn't gotten back to us. He's over there at the Hubbard's Cave, which if you're in Chicago and you haven't been there, they have like really good beer there uh, as well as uh, barbecue. They have some pretty good barbecue there at Hubbard's Cave, and it's close, I believe, to is it close to that other spot in Des Plaines? It has like I think there's going to be a boxing match, like a boxing match there. They like Boom Boom Mancini, Ray Boom Boom Mancini sponsors. I wonder if Ray Boom Boom Mancini has a Chicago connection here because he promotes a few fights, few amateur boxing fights here in Chicago. I didn't think he was a Chicagoan, but maybe he is. Mm. Ah, cold beer. Cold beer. Warm beer is okay because it's better than no beer. Cold beer, warm beer. I just like beer. Remember that in the Supreme Court? You know, you guys probably wouldn't pay attention to the U.S. Supreme Court, the hearings. I just like beer. The Supreme Court guy who's actually in the Supreme Court, even though he's accused of rape and assault by multiple women, and so he's in the Supreme Court now, and he was crying, "Oh, we were just having beer. I can have beer. I like beer." That was just so funny. I laughed so much when he was telling him like why he justified his memoirs, his diary, writing about girls and having beer, drinking kegs and beer and stuff like that. And it was like, I just had beer. Oh, too funny. I'm gonna have to go and look into that. So yeah, so let's go to the next fight, guys. Let's go to the next fight here. All right, let's see here. Shireen Durandame. Alan Curtis, part 2. Here's another good fight, man. This thing, I think on the sly, Alex Morono versus Court McGee. I think that's going to be a friggin' war. I think on the low, because neither of these guys quit, right? Like it's a perfect fight for Alex Morono. I think he's by far going to be younger, more skilled. Yeah, he's 6 years younger. McGee does have the slight reach advantage, same height. They both go the distance a lot, right? But both have decent output, with Court McGee having, 4.63 strikes landed per minute, and Alex Morono at 5. The striking actually for both of these guys is not so good, and they both absorb a lot at like 4 strikes per fight, and the striking defense isn't so good. Very evenly matched up. Look at Court McGee with actually a higher takedown average. Court McGee coming off a loss to Brown, a loss to Wells, Jeremiah Wells. Baharimaj submitted him, I guess. Silva lost to Condit. I mean, McGee's been there for a long time, man. McGee is a vet. Look at all these fights in the UFC. Right? He was the Ultimate Fighter champion. Man, look at that. Look at all those. He beat Josh Neer. He beat Robert Whitaker. Wow. I mean, insane. Who else did he lost to Ponzinibbio. He lost to Ben Saunders, which isn't bad. He lost to Sean Strickland. He beat Alex Garcia. He lost to Diego Lima. That's not a good look. He lost to Sean Brady. He lost to Carlos Condit. Beat Claudio Silva. Beat Ramiz Baharimaj, submission specialist. And then has 2 losses after that. So just a ton of fights here in the UFC. But Morono is very similar to him. Just is a tough guy, right? And the funny thing is that we don't see like Morono. Man, he's one of those guys. Man, if he just mixed up his game a little better, that if he had just a little bit better wrestling, supposedly has like fantastic jiu-jitsu, which we never see. Like he never displays it. He goes out there, and it's not like he's a fantastic striker. I don't understand the guy, but he is entertaining. He will take fights on short notice. Dana likes him. I wish the line was a little bit better here in this particular matchup, but unfortunately it is not. Right? I'm not very happy with Alex Morono at minus 290. Minus 290. I mean, at those prices, I just can't go there. Right? I just can't go there. The over 2.5 is set at minus 135, under at plus 105. Court McGee by TKO plus 1600, submission plus 1800. They see this going to decision, and I do as well. That's why Morono by decision is plus 200. They see Morono basically winning this by decision or TKO. And I probably would have to agree, but Court McGee, man, I think he could submit him. I mean, does he put on, that try to wrestle in this particular match? I don't expect him to. I mean, people do what they do, and they're consistent with it. Where'd my dog go? I guess he went upstairs. I just don't see it. I don't see Morono changing what he does. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish McGee. Court McGee is a tough guy to finish as well, so I don't see it. I'm leaning on Morono to take this though, but I'm not going to bet it. Possible parlay piece, but I'm not going to invest in a parlay at this point. Betting philosophy, gambling philosophy. We have two strong dogs already in, and we're in our fight, right? That's our war. That's our battle. Why are we going to hedge ourselves or further invest in something that isn't even a lock? That isn't to get to Morono, right? Alex Morono minus 290, right? To get him to plus money, and you guys can tell me what other fighter you would put him with other than Drain Durandame and Chepe, right? Is there another favorite or underdog? I think there's another underdog that Trevor Peek and Charlie Campbell, right? Oh yeah, Bahamundes. All right, I think those like not locks, but if you're gonna parlay, and it's still minus 135. Like parlay, if I were going to place a parlay, that is the parlay I would make. But I got no value there at minus 135. I rather put my $100 and split it between the two dogs that I have, or find another dog in here like Trevor Peek round one, right? What is Trevor Peek round one? Peek on the money line, and let's see what the round props are. Winning round one. Let's see. Trevor Peek round one plus 380. Charlie Campbell round one plus 175. They see this is going to be a fucking dynamite fight. This thing's going to end quick. This bout between Trevor Peek and Charlie Campbell. But as I mentioned before, I still don't like that at all. I'd rather just. What do they have for in that Trevor Peek? I know we were talking about the fight between Alex Morono and Court McGee, but I think it's Alex Morono who runs away with it. No need to talk anything more about that. My pick there, Alex Morono. I just don't think that even as a parlay piece, that on this particular card, there's no need to diversify your bets. We're going back to betting 101. Why make a parlay bet with any money of your bank when you have already strong dogs that you're already backing? I would rather just add or reinvest or double up on those two dogs, or find another dog that gets you at plus money, so that your risk to reward is not as solid but or secure, but the reward's greater on the dog, right? Like if you're betting the parlay, like I would use Bahamundes is my lock of the week, but he's everybody's lock of the week. Does he have a chance of losing? I don't think so. I don't think Christian Gallegos his type of fight is not going to happen. I think Ignacio Bahamundes is going to fight off the takedown. He's lanky, really good teep kicks, really good at staying at the outside, really good at coming in and attacking. Well-trained kickboxer, taekwondo guy, long, rangy, very knowledgeable, just quick quick in terms of his movement, good movement. Gallegos is gonna not gonna be able to keep or put this into a phone booth. Bahamundes isn't going to fight in that phone booth. I think that he's going to get outclassed, outstyled by far, but there is no value there. There's nothing, even almost with, yeah, my buddy can't focus. Focus. Josh Pick. Oh, yeah, he's, yeah, so that's my advice to you guys. Like we have two dogs already. Is Trevor Peek at live dog? Hell yeah. Like not very skilled guy, but that first round, and same with this Charlie Campbell guy. The first round, it's just fireworks, right? We'll see if he gasses or whatnot, but I think that again, there's just better picks here. So we're we're there. We're staying on our two plays here. Let's get back. So Court McGee, Brendan. Yeah. So we discussed Ignacio Bahamundes. We discussed Chepe. All right, Alexander Hernandez versus Damon Jackson. Uh, I'm surprised both these guys are still in the UFC, right? I'm very, very surprised that we still will still see him here. And they've given Alexander Hernandez really has. I mean, he's got a a win against Benel Dariush, win against Benel Dariush, a win against Olivier Aubin Mercier, lost to Cerrone. I mean, he's got some good wins. Francisco Trinidaldo, Chris Gertzmatzer, lost to Thiago Moses, lost to Breeden, lost to Moicano, lost to Billy Q, beat Jim Miller, and lost to Bill Algeo. Um, Again, I'm really surprised. He's gotten quite opportunities in the UFC, and man, they're really giving him another one. And I think the same thing could be said with Damon Jackson, but at the prices that we're talking, I mean, Damon Jackson's will fight for your money too, and always dangerous for a submission. If he gets you on the ground, right? Like he averages two almost three takedowns a fight. His takedown accuracy is not very good. Same with Hernandez. Man, this one is a tough one. Damon Jackson's horrible takedown defense because he will just shell up. He'll fall into or try to just fall into guard. Man, dare I? Would I take? Let's see, Jackson at plus 170. Who do you guys think is a better dog, Trevor Peek or Jackson at that price? Let me know. Nobody's in the chat. Everybody left the chat, so um, not sure there. Not sure, guys. Chase up the margarita. These guys always start. Typical of the objects, they start and they just take off. They never stick out to the end of anything. They're the type of dudes that are like they ain't staying at a girl's house for very long. They're gonna get the job done. Oh, I'm going to the washroom. Next thing you know, they're gone. They leave. Their clothes are still there. They probably walk off naked like Conor McGregor did in Roadhouse. Just gets the hell out of there and walk down the street naked. You know. Yeah. So, you know, the leech, man. I think Hernandez could finish the leech here, though. I mean, and if he's at that number, he should, right? The over under is set here. Let's look at that. Over under is set at 2.5. Under is minus 166. They see a finish here too. Hernandez by TKO plus 120. That's what they see being happening here. But all the meat, all the real values on Damon Jackson. I can't put, it's one of those fights that they put as a filler, as a fluffer, just to fill part of the card. And I'm not going to bet here. I'm not going to put my money on Damon Jackson. I think both these guys are not UFC caliber anymore. It's tough to say that about both of them because they both have beat like some very good fighters. Even though Alexander Hernandez lost to some good fighters, he's beat some good fighters as well. And that's the same could be said of Damon Jackson, right? Damon Jackson has wins over Pat Sabatini, Dan Argueta. He beat Charles Juice Rosa. He beat Mirsad Bektik, right? But he's lost to people like he lost to Ilya Taporia, Dan Ige, Billy Q, right? So, man, I one thing I just don't like the way he takes punches, right? Damon Jackson, I mean, he's just eats way too many punches, and that favors Hernandez. That's why the Hernandez TKO is only plus 120. And that's why hey, what's up, Rio? Come on, buddy. What's going on? Mm. Mm. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, plus 120. I just don't like any action here. Again, we're already have a couple dogs that we could play, and I don't think that the leech qualifies as one of those dogs. I don't think that he's going to be our, add to anything. I think we're going to have our two bets coming into discussing the, yeah, buddy, you smelling me? Main event, Brendan Allen, Chris Curtis 2. Brendan Allen's out there talking like, oh, it was a fluke that Chris Curtis. I mean, I don't think it was a fluke. It's not a fluke when somebody's punching your face in, right? Chris Curtis, what's that takedown defense? I don't think Allen beats Chris Curtis in a striking match. I think Chris Curtis is the better counter striker, has the stronger hands than Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen has decent stand up, right? I mean, but look at the strikes landed per minute for Chris Curtis at almost 6 strikes, where Brendan Allen is at 4. Allen apparently is a little more accurate statistically. Chris Curtis absorbs more. Striking defense a little better on Curtis, so surprisingly. No wrestling by Chris Curtis, but that takedown defense at 92%, with Brendan Allen having basically a 50% or 47% takedown accuracy, right? Both are coming off wins that win Chris Curtis. Boring but good fight against Barrios. Barrios a monster. No contest with Imavov. Chris Curtis lost to Gastelum, right? What did Gastelum do to him? He beat Buckley. Like, what a big win that is. Lost to Hermanson. You got to wrestle Chris Curtis. And I don't know if Brendan Allen's going to. He's the bigger guy. But his wrestling isn't fantastic, right? Yeah, Hermanson just outstruck Curtis, with using that size. And Gastelum outstruck him too, right? Imavov, man, there was no contest. He was winning that fight. And Chris Curtis outstruck Barrios because Barrios just a monster that wanted to just move forward. And that's going to feed right into Chris Curtis's style. And I think, unfortunately for Brendan Allen, it's going to be the same case. He's going to have to get close to Curtis and use his striking to try to get a takedown. And that's going to expose him to the same thing that happened to him in the first fight. They're getting clocked. Curtis timing. He's going to time the strike so well and knock him right in the face. Gonna hit him right in the face, huh? That's what's gonna happen, Rio. He's gonna hit him right in the face, huh? He's gonna right in the face. You got me. You hit me right in the face, Rio. He's bit me in the face a couple times too. You don't want to mess with Rio, especially when he's a testy. He's a grumpy old guy. You a grumpy old dog, huh? Thank you. Thank you, grumpy old man. He's gotten a little nicer in his old age. He's gotten a little nicer. A little nicer, Rio, huh? Little nicer. So yeah, let's look at some of the lines here in the main event here. Brendan Allen and Chris Curtis. What does Vegas think is happening? What does Vegas think is happening? The over-under set at 2.5. Brendan is at 2.5 at -166 for a 5-round fight. I'm really surprised. These guys going 5. I mean, it can be that because Allen's going to be trying to figure out ways to take Curtis down, getting to him when Curtis is going to continuously move around, counter strike him as much as possible, right? So the over 2.5 and minus, yeah, it'll go over that 2.5. I don't know if we see 5. I don't think that this goes the distance. Yes, to go the distance is +150. Not to go the distance -200. And I'd have to agree. Ooh, you smell like you ate some rotten food, Rio. Was that your rotten breath or my rotten breath? Ooh, that was pretty stinky. Smelled like a dead animal. What's dying in your mouth, Rio? What's dying in your mouth? What you got in there dying in there, huh? He's like, don't say such things to me. Mm. Come on, lay down in the bed. Get in the bed over there. Go over there. There you go. Yeah. A bet that I tend to place a lot, guys, is the fight to be won by split or majority decision or the unanimous decision. And I love the split or majority decision bet at plus 600. This is the kind of match where I like that. I think it's going to be down and dirty. It's going to be close. I think it goes the distance. And I wish the yes to go distance. I should have did that after getting in that bout between Rose Namajunas and Madame Fior. I should have. Oh no, not that bout. I'm sorry. Rose versus the last bout. I should have taken her. I should have put yes to go the distance on that. Everybody was expecting a finish, and I knew it was going to go the distance. And I think it was like plus 400 to go the distance. In this, I like that to be won by split or majority decision plus 600 and plus 215. I think it's going to be back and forth. I think that if Allen does get a takedown, it's not to say that he's going to get a submission right away, because just like Chris Curtis has good takedown defense, he has good submission defense as well. He's not plays off his back. He's not fantastic, but he's good enough, I think, and makes the right moves to get out of those very dangerous positions. But it's still going to be very, 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 very close here, right? It's going to be very, very close fight. Very close fight. I'm still going to favor. I'm going to stay away from this. I think Chris Curtis is a live dog because although Allen has made a lot of improvements, just the wrestling isn't there, and he's going to be desperate. I think he's going to come out if he's calm and cool and times his takedowns properly. I think that the submission at plus 175 is there all day, right? I think he's that good on the ground. He's going to have a big size advantage. Let's see what the size difference is between these two, right? Chris Curtis is always shorter than everybody. 6'2" versus 5'10". Same reach though. Chris Curtis got some, even though he's short, he's got some long ass arms. Same reach. Chris 75 inches. That's why Chris Curtis fights so well. Is got those long 75-inch reach. Is pretty fucking big. I mean, that's long at middleweight. That's why he's so good. He has those good overheads, great hooks, awkward strikes that come from awkward locations. Because of that, because it has that long reach, he's able to touch you, and you always have to come because he's shorter. You always have to come at him, right? He doesn't try to fight towards you. You bring the fight to him, and I think that's the danger of Allen in this particular matchup. Is he's going to have to bring the fight to Curtis, and Curtis is just a better counter striker, right? So I think Chris Curtis might be our better dog. If you're going to bet or have another dog in this whole card, Chris Curtis is that dog. Rather than Damon Jackson, rather than Gallego's a big pain dog, rather than Trevor Peek, rather than Court McGee, I think that Chris Curtis, if I were going to place, at plus 180, if I were going to make another bet, he is coming in on short notice, right? He is coming in on short notice, I believe. But that doesn't matter because over there at Couture MMA in Vegas, Chris Curtis, those dudes trained all day. That's what they do. They it's their lifestyle. They have the UFC facility there to help them with their food. They supplement their trainings between both locations, and I think that gives them a huge advantage. But Brendan Allen physically, guy has everything it takes to be champ. He's not horrible on the feet. It's his headspace. And I don't know if he's made some improvements he has made some improvements sort of in how he's mixing it up. If he could get his wrestling a lot better and time, a takedown rather well, get multiple takedowns, he's going to ease his way to a decision here, I think, or even that submission. And that's why the decision's plus 240 and the submission's plus 175. All the meat is on Chris Curtis, TKO plus 300 and a decision plus 650. That plus 650 number is appealing in Chris Curtis. Because I think he could finish Allen, but he could also eke out a decision. The fight props, yes to go the distance plus 150. I wish that were a bigger number, and I would chase it. at plus 150. Again, I already have a couple dogs near that price. There's no point of me chasing props, and guys, it's good. I'm good that I'm betting this way. I'm still losing money, but putting larger wagers in better positions rather than nickel and diming myself $20, $50, $20, $30 here on a prop bet that doesn't hit. That when I do hit, it makes up for a lot of, it's almost like a lottery ticket or a lotto bet, or literally like not a scratch off. Not a cheap scratch off, but like when you win on those scratch offs, that keeps you going. And that's sometimes like betting prop bets is like the same thing. It's like those are scratch off bets. It keeps you going. You're winning some, and you're just not there in the profitability realm. Although I've had profitable years with the prop betting, I've had a lot of very good. That's something to be said. I mean, I'm not going to knock people's style. If you're making 30 bets of 30 tickets, $10, you're still betting. You're betting. Taking your $300 over 30 bets a fight, 40 bets a fight. I'm not gonna hate you. If you make your money back or you lose, I'm on a losing streak right now, right? I'm losing right now. I'm still down $370, so I can't legitimate or promote myself as being like this a winning gambler right now, right? Like I'm not in the winning ways, but as far as averages go, because I'm making fewer bets, like last event we were like 50%, and because we only had two bets, right, in public, or actually even in the private bets, we were still I still made money back. I lost, actually no, I was more on the losing side in terms of what I bet, but I made smaller. I took some of my profit that I made on Nate the Train, and I bet it back into prop bets. So the person won, they just didn't win the way I expected them to, right? So it is what it is. If you made it this far, you are about better. Let's see if there's nobody left in the chat. Disappointing, but it's okay, guys. If you made it this far, you are about better. What else can we discuss? There's nothing to discuss here. Josh didn't leave his log. He kept on calling. He didn't understand what the hell I'm saying. So, but yeah, this fight, my play is Germaine de Randamie. I am backing Joey with Chepe Mariscal versus Morgan Charrier. I think Chepe is going to take it here for us, and I might double down on Chepe. In fact, what did I put on Chepe here? Let me. We got. What did it? It's okay. Should we put another 20 on Chepe? I got 60 in the bank there. I got 60 in the bank here. We'll make a bet. See, guys, we're gonna. Germaine de Randamie. Boom. Where's Chepe? Where's Chepe over here? Should I put those two in a parlay? I'd rather parlay those two dogs. Maybe I'll throw something in just a lottery ticket on my two people. That's what we'll do right now. Mariscal. What if we threw Ignacio? He's one of the biggest favorites on the card here. He is the biggest favorite, and rightfully so. And Morono. What are they? Does that get us a plus? Wow, that 4 pick gets us a plus 673. Well, would you guys do it? $5 scratch off. $5 scratch off to win 38. That's almost. I'd rather just go. Yeah. Yeah. Let's place it. Come on. Let's play a little bit. Let's play a little bit. Right. Let's play a little bit. We did it. We did that. Even though we're at dogs there, it's just $5. Germaine de Randamie. And then Chepe here. Chepe. Damn, I can't believe they put Damon Jackson. That's going to be a good fight, though. They're sending these. I have actually Damon Jackson and Alexander Hernandez shouldn't be where it's at. I think they should have put Bahamundes or the Charret and Mariscal there, because I think those are up and comers. Where Alexander Hernandez and Damon Jackson, they're fighting for their jobs. Like, it's like loser goes home. Losers out of the UFC, right? So I got $55 left. Mariscal, should I do 30 on Mariscal more? Yeah, let me put 30 on him. 30 on him. Yeah, you guys are watching me live bet here. We're betting right here. And another 20 on Germain. All right, yeah, there we go. Bet is placed, people. Back, we got more money already that's been placed. We just took an additional $55 and put it back into our two dogs, is what we do. Our two plays that we did on Joey's pick as well as my pick. That's what I did. Happy with it. If we're gonna make what do I got in the bank still? Let's see what I got in the bank. I think that's like $5 left in the bank slip there. Yeah, I got $5. Let's back Brian's pick with Piera Rodriguez by TKO at plus 550. Let's play the last $5 on that. Is there a better? No, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? It's part of the show here, guys. Boom. All right. No, we're not depositing any more money, but that's what we did. Right? So I have now $120 on the Iron Lady on the money line. I have $80 on Chepe on the money line in his particular bout. Then we have the, was it $10 parlay? Was it a $10 or $5? No, $5 four pick parlay with those two picks added to Bahamundes as well as Morono. We'll see what happens there. I think, hopefully it pays off. It cashes, hopefully. And then we threw a $5 bet on Piera Rodriguez to beat Cynthia Calvillo by TKO. Let's see if that happens. Cynthia Calvillo, I think it's tough because Cynthia Calvillo is, Mexican lady, Mexican American, tough girl, but, $5, it's a scratch off. Let's hope that it doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. But yeah, folks, if you made it this far, you are about better. Let's see if there's anybody else in the chat. No, nobody else is in the chat. Nobody's come in. But thank you very much for everybody that's supporting the channel. Good luck this weekend. Not luck, but do your research. Make some good bets. I hope the ones that I have placed here pay for me, and hopefully they pay for you as well. Check out my shorts. Check out the cigar channel. Check out other things that I might put on the channel here. I appreciate everybody. Thank you very much. If you've made it this far, you are a bout